When he was younger, he was he was shy. He was very shy when he was younger, and then as he got into senior school, he grew into himself and become quite an inner confident lad. He was turning into a really nice man, I'd say. He was friendly. He had the most adorable smile. I can say that now. he just had an air about him that was lovely. On the day that Robbie passed away, in the morning, I'd actually forgotten my keys, so I went back to the house. I knocked on the door. He ran down, just in his boxers, handed me my keys, and then he ran back up. So the last view of my son I had was his peachy bum running back up the stairs and his floppy hair, and I never thought that'd be the last time I'd see Robbie. On the day that Robbie did pass away, he usually texts me all the time, like, Mum, can you transfer money? Can you do this? Can you do that? And in the last text message I've actually got from Robbie is hairspray, because he's had his hair cut that morning. And it was at the point in late afternoon that I looked at my phone because I was with clients because of my job, and I was thinking, I haven't heard from him. I'll text him in a minute, see whereabouts he is, what's he up to, does he want dinner? And at that point is when the police phoned my mobile, saying that they wanted to come and speak to me. At that point, everything ran through my head except something had happened to him. I just thought, oh, what's happened? Has he got into trouble? Nothing could prepare me for two police officers walking into the salon and telling me the news. Lucky enough, my best friend was there, and I had two police officers walk in, and they just said, we've got to talk to you. Robbie went swimming this afternoon with his friends, and we have a body. You don't want to believe it's your child, so you want it to be anything. So they said that his clothes were still on the bank. He could have got out and walked home. So they'd gone to my house. They'd driven around the areas, but I knew Robbie. Robbie wouldn't walk around in just his boxer shorts or wet shorts and leave his trainers that he loved on the side with his mobile phone. So then I had to be driven from work to the hospital to identify Robbie. So at that point, that drive was probably the longest drive in my whole life. You look at every single tree and every single detail and every single headlight that comes towards you. Again, you're going through your head that you don't want what they've told you to be true. And arrived at the hospital, and it was really strange because all you're taking in is, I took in what the bright lights were like. You're not actually taking in what you're about to do. They had to take him into a room and prepare him for me to view him. And they said that I was ready, and I just, at that point, you just wanted, as horrible as it sounds, you wanted to be anyone but. I wanted to be anyone but Robbie, and I ran into the room and it was him. He was laying there, he was cold, and all you want to do is warm him up. And it was him. That was the point when I knew that no other parent should have to go through what I'd just gone through, and that's when I thought Robbie's name has got to make a difference. No one can go through this. People should be made aware that water is dangerous. It's not a joke, and people, you should be aware that if it is a hot day, don't go swimming in a lake that's unmanned. There's plenty of places where you can go where there's lifeguards there. You don't need to go into open waters. What's been a focus is bringing the Robbie Lea Water Safety Partnership together. Just knowing that his name is out there in a positive way, that we are making changes to people's views on water. What I want people to take from this video is that none of us are invincible, and that this could happen to anyone. And make sure that you talk about it with people, and make sure that everyone has an understanding of water and the safeties and the dangers that is had to be there.
and just make sure you talk about it with anyone, no matter how young, old. I just want people to know that there is dangers there, and I don't want this to happen to anyone.